major chord over the minor. It don't need a lot of fat, crazy chords, but it's what I do in between because I play with so many different keyboard players. So as an organ behind great keyboard players, you play the basic stuff, then you might do some I do the same thing, but I just do it versus key.
So that's why the organ is different from the keys, right? Yeah.
And it's all in who plays it. Some people play the organ the same way they play keys. It's just whatever their preference is. My preference, I want it to be a distinction between the two.
Right.
Organ.
Like adds the smoothness to the chords.
Exactly.
Like smooth those progressions out if you had to.
Exactly. You can tie a lot together. I used to say back in the day, most organists can cheat, but I don't like saying that no more because you don't really want to call it cheating. You got a main keyboard player, and like I say, you just accompany them, man.
Right.
But I wouldn't so much as call it cheating like I used to.
So what is another term for cheating? If you can think of any of it.
I really would just call it, man, just laying back. You don't have to work as hard. You got a great keyboard player. Just rise and fall.
Right.
Play the music. Play with the band. You may do something nice and get back in it.
Oh, okay.
Just rise and fall. And so, like I said, I wouldn't call it cheating. You just riding behind the keyboard player.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Versus cheating. Yeah, I do stuff like that. Like you take a song like that and just play the record. Simple like that, and then every now and again you playing with a keyboard player, you rise, go from just little simple stuff like that.
So it's an example of one of the songs that you're playing behind the keyboards, right?
And you ain't got to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You do something small that stands out and then get back. Stuff like that, man. But don't make it too crowded. Like when you're playing with a band, you don't want it to be too crowded. Just do enough to get the attention, and then go back. Make the color the band. And the keyboard player all instruments do the same thing. But you got a band of great musicians. Everybody play their part. It ain't no need of everybody doing all that crazy stuff, man. Just you can get on this song and stuff right there and be with a band, and man, in my day, most of it would be like, get up. Because you playing too much with a band. You can do all that stuff, but do it in spacing.
Okay.
But if you playing by yourself, man, you can do it all day long. If they can understand what you can do it all day long playing by yourself. But with a band, I was trained playing with a band. It was more than just me playing. It was keyboard player, bass guitar player, drummer, and guitar. So I had to learn how to take all the crazy stuff I knew. And it hurt me and helped me at the same time. I say it hurt me because I used to be so aggressive playing everything I knew to play. But when it came down to playing with a band, you couldn't do all of that.
Right.
You got guys like Rocky, Peanut A. Love, Kevin Wilson, man, a band full of all Jermaine Freeman, all those guys, man. I'm sitting there playing organ with all those guys. I can't play all this crazy stuff while they mellow playing their part. Prime example, I tell you what, listen to Andre Crouch's stuff. I came up listening to his stuff. He would do stuff like it'd be simple.
Oh, okay.
That's why a lot of people didn't like his music. He had an organ player doing stuff like this, or the keyboard player just doing this the whole song, and then the organ player come in behind it.
So those were the basic chords from the keyboards. The keyboard was keeping it simple, right? And then the organist comes in and adds, like, put a little bit of complex to it.
And then when you put it all together, then the guitar player be doing something else. Everybody doing one little simple part throughout the whole song. It might have been boring part. When you put it all together, let me see if I can find an example, man. And I came